So when you want a lot of things in focus, like everything in focus, you use a small aperture if you can. When you want only your subject in focus, that is more interesting, and your background out of focus, that is a much better picture, then you use a larger aperture. But depth of field is influenced also by the proximity to the subject. So if I'm close to him and I take a photograph with a large aperture, hi, oh, come here. This is one of my Italian photography students. He knows this, but he knows it in Italian. Let's have a big applause. He's come here to take pictures of us. Big applause for So I was saying, with a large aperture, if I'm here very close to my subject, and I take a picture with f2.8, then everything else down there would be out of focus. But if I'm very far from all of you, and I take a picture of him, even though I take it with this, he will be in focus and you will also be in focus, because depth of field, which is the amount of things that are in focus, is influenced by A, the aperture, and B, the proximity, the closeness to the subject. So remember that. Okay, now these are the basics. Oh, there's another thing. There's ISO. ISOs, which ones in your cameras, we only teach photography, which I mean only, it's photography, phototherapy, and participatory photography, but there's a lot of projects that we can do with that. Because, for instance, phototherapy can be used with disadvantaged groups, like being jobless is considered a disadvantaged group, yeah? Being unemployed. Or we have done one with disability. I have done one in Moldavia last month with, it was sort of to help women realize that there is no difference between men and women. So it was called misrepresentation. Talk also about sexism in the media. Or it can be used with, in general, with small groups, like not mainstream groups. Like, for instance, we're writing a project about gay people, you know, to help them overcome the fear of not being accepted. So phototherapy, for instance, which is a discipline we're going to see tomorrow, starting from tomorrow, is something that can be used in small groups. And I'm sure there are other disciplines that you can do and that you can share with other people from other countries. Yeah? So let's all start that, and let's try and remember what they are. For instance, I remember that his Minis Association is dealing with social issues. Yeah? What can you tell us especially what kind of...
They did it on purpose, not because they didn't have money. Well, they didn't have money, but they also wanted to make it like a political thing, where you don't really need expensive sets.
I know Rosamond in Perugia.
Really?
La Street, si chiama la Street, in Palace for one contest.
Oh, right, yeah, she travels around. Yeah, Rosie Martin goes around the world teaching phototherapy. Yeah. Okay, this is Rosie Martin. So, what phototherapy basically is, I'm going to separate it. Phototherapy is a way of using photography to expressing something that you have inside. And the basic idea is that by photographing this thing that you have, it can be a problem, it can be a bad memory, a good memory. And I was saying the idea is that by photographing it,
Where did you make? Without knowing reading or writing. Senza sapere né leggere e scrivere.
He was taking all the fabric. Slow motion.